So every once in a while, you know, they have a kiddie fund or whatever you call it. Get money from the kiddie and fix up things that need repairs, and it looks brand new again. Looks good. So that's exciting. Little Malamute Husky over here, Siberian Husky. I think he's a Malamute. They're hard. They tend to have more stripe, like even if it's subtle stripiness in the fur. But his size makes me think he's a Malamute Husky as opposed to just the straight-on Siberian Husky. The one that was sort of, well, taking a dump here over by these trees. A little buffer here. We have basketball over here. And other things, a playground off in the distance. Go this way. Probably should down camera. We'll go by the dog park again. There's a huge puddle here. So we had a lot of rain and it probably hasn't subsided, this puddle gate. I call it puddle gate. It's hard to explain. We've had flooding in certain areas, and I wondered if stopped up drains that weren't cleared out have contributed to floods in certain areas. We had an epic flood in 2021, actually flooded out the Vine Street Expressway. Crazy storm that we had that included tornadoes that wound up in New Jersey. It's kind of hard to have a tornado touch down in the city. It has to do with the conditions and the vortex momentum needed, I believe. So anyway, I had noticed prior to that rain event that a lot of street drains were stopped up. And I as a conspiracy person-ish, think that the water could have run off to the Delaware River. We have two rivers. The Schuylkill's over here, the Delaware is way, way, way over there, but it could have run down there. But we had so many stopped up drains that I wonder if the water couldn't get over to relieve whatever flooding occurred on the Vine Street Expressway. I actually wondered that. And more recently I saw more stopped up drains, and we had more rain and puddles were showing up all over the place in the city, and I wondered if Puddlegate was going on. It's kind of has to do with you know, how far will people go to put on a show or create situations either for businesses or even, you know, the inconvenience of people walking around who wind up with way more water on their feet than need be, and then it becomes a whole issue. Then you're spending money trying to fix that problem. So the common man is having to put out money because other people have to put on Puddlegate shows. That would be my theory on that, among others. So this is a special garden here in Locust Park. Decided to walk around the garden, which has its, you know, it's accredited or what have you as a special plaque. So it earned a special accreditation. They have Schuylkill River Park Community Garden, which is here in Locust Park. There's various names for this garden. A wildlife habitat. It earned its certificate for wildlife habitat. So here, everyone does things a certain way. Certified wildlife habitat. Please don't go in. And little gates open. Someone must be in there tending to the gardens. There's a guy with a water can or two. So it's pretty neat. So they try to maintain nature here in Philadelphia as much as possible. This is true in most major cities, like New York has Central Park, which is, it's man-made, but they put a lot of effort into making sure nature maintained a balance, you know, with all the concrete jungleness going on in major cities. A lot of people seek refuge and respite there and recollect themselves, regroup, what have you. They often have, you know, farmers markets here. Let us be real, local tastes better, Philly farmers markets. I forget when it is here. It might be, I think, Wednesdays, but on various days you can find different farmers markets. Tuesdays is Rittenhouse Square, forgot, and Saturday, and also Head House, which is way down by the Delaware River. One Riverside, which is 210. 210 South 24th. I believe this is considered 24th Street. Yeah, 23rd is up there, 24th. But this is 25th, sorry. Technically this is 25th Street, right before the tracks. It stops at this building here, and 24th is up a block. So that's the railway entrance to you know, the Riverwalk and the Schuylkill. We have bikers over here, and here, should I go over? Do a little shuffle to the right here. So, a lot of familiar faces. I walked dogs for a long time and would be in these here parts. There was a client up here on 24th Street off in that direction, and we just passed a woman who I've seen, you know, she's had 3, 2, now she has 1 dog. Has she had more than that at times? I think 3 was like her, and I think she lives up the street here and often runs down to the Schuylkill River Park, Dog Park, Locust Park, etc. Friends of, so forth and so on. So I'm walking east on Locust. And I'll have to check the time here in a second. Let's go this way because I'm trying to find the shade, and I'm wondering, you know, I'm wondering if it's more shaded on other streets. It's wreckage out here. They should sort of just do hazmat pay for everyone, or, you know, hazard pay. Let me check the time before we've been out here for 34, so we're doing good. 8:50, not bad. It's better than I thought. I thought it would be 9. So. Please say yes. Are we doing Panama instead? Alright, we'll go up the street. There's shade on this side, the north side. There's a woman up here, but also there's a house up here. It might be on this one. And it has all these totally awesome bird houses affixed to the side of the house. So we'll see if we're on the same street as that house. I always forget which one it's on, so, but it's up here. I think I might be one over.